I'm Darren Grimes, and I can promise that you're in for a very lively hour. We're going to crack on with tonight's first debate. It's me, first of all, and I tell you what, I'm ringing those alarm bells like a Geordie at St James's Park, because I want to talk to you about the case of Sam Melia, a man sentenced to 2 years in jail for running a sticker library. And now I think it's actually quite a chilling forecast. Melia, maybe you wouldn't want him over for a cup of tea with your mother, but since when did stickers become more criminal than actual crime? His slogans shouted of white genocide and Muslim rape gangs. Offensive? Sure. But Judge Bayliss KC, the same bloke who showed leniency towards assault on a police officer, on drug dealers, a teenager caught with a stash that'd make Pablo Escobar blush, and decides that stickers are actually where we draw the line. I say pull the other one. Melia's conviction isn't a strike against violence. He never called for that. His stickers, distasteful as they might be, weren't illegal. We've got stickers plastered all over London right now, for everything from Palestine to socialism to genocide. And yet, Melia is the one in the clink. It's not against the law to own a dodgy picture or a controversial book, is it? Which apparently he did. The judgment says that. This is about more than Melia's stickers. It's the start of something I think a bit darker. Stickers today, what tomorrow? We're defending free speech, the cornerstone of any democracy and liberal society, and without it, we're on a one-way trip to a world where legal political beliefs could land you in prison. Well, I think we ought to stand firm on this. No compromise. Every voice matters, even the ones we'd rather not hear and feel quite uncomfortable about and with. And as for those marches through London calling for all sorts whilst this Melia chap gets banged up for stickers, if you ask me, that's not justice, that's playing favourites. And I think that's a seriously dangerous precedent for a justice system to actually set. Now, I'm going to start with you, Connor. Are you of the view that this bloke should be in prison for 2 years?
Not for the content of the stickers, nor the content of his bedroom, no. Now, let me clarify, again, I'm with you on that I don't agree with this guy's views. You belong to Patriotic Alternative, the leader of Patriotic Alternative, not a proscribed group, by the way, and that is important, said that he would save Hitler's Mein Kampf from a burning fire. This fella had a photo of Hitler in his personal gym. OK, cringeworthy, completely disagree with it and don't agree with this politics. Should he be locked up for stickers that say we are going to be, the white British, a minority in our homeland by 2066? No. And I say it's not a prescribed group because, for example, the leader of Hizb ut-Tahrir, who went on another channel, who had proudly declared the October the 7th massacre the time where the enemy was given a deserved punch on the nose, his group has been prescribed. No actions taken against him. He's not in prison. Why is it that terrorists of a certain flavour are given carte blanche, whereas fellas like this say offensive things, sure, but they're given longer sentences than most actual sex criminals?
I mean, Belinda, do you share those sentiments? We were speaking backstage and you said, and I said, you must say that because you were bang on.
It's the double standards, really. I think everyone just wants fair play. I mean, it's part of British culture, this need to be treated equally, especially in a society that's changed so rapidly over the last few decades. We need that equal treatment. And where you had the two girls that were wearing the highly offensive stickers or labels of the Hamas paragliding in to rape and kill all those poor young people at the music festival, and they were let off with a slap on the wrist. And I just feel like it is going to increase suspicion and division in communities unless justice treats everybody completely equally.
But they shouldn't have been let off with a slap on the wrist, and I don't think Melia should be let off with a slap on the wrist either. And okay,
but why is it happening?
Maybe 2 years in prison is too long, and maybe the punishment is too harsh. But this guy got done for inciting racial hatred, I believe, in a court, and a jury decided that that was what he was going to be charged with.
Was he calling for violence?
I trust the criminal justice system. Let's have a read of some of the things that this man actually had on his stickers. Reject white guilt. Connor, you might like that. Nationalism is nurture. Let me read them all out, and then we can have a debate about them.
That's weird.
Nationalism is nurture. Labour loves Muslim rape gangs. We will be a minority in our homeland by 2066, diversity designed to fail, built to replace. This is not a man I would be defending on national television.
None of those are
So
objectionable.
I didn't say I was against free speech. I didn't. I said this is not a man I would defend on national television. I think you picked an awful example to make this point. This is a man who has Nazi sympathies, and here you are defending his free speech.
Hang on, which of those are wrong?
That's what free speech actually means.
Come on, Darren.
That is what free speech means.
This is just nonsense.
I know.
Darren, so you're defending Nazis now?
No.
That's your defence of free speech. So you're defending
not
people
at all. Not
with
at
pictures
all.
of Hitler in their house.
What? But he has not broken the law by having a picture of bloody Hitler in his house. Michael Gove on his bookshelf had a book on Hitler. Do you think Michael Gove should be in the clink?
I think that in this case, I trust the criminal justice system.
You don't believe in free speech?
Appeal to authority, you're not actually giving your own opinion there. Which of those statements were actually objectionable? Please tell me.
I think all the statements were objectionable.
What, we should... Oh, hang on a minute. We should all have white guilt. We should all have white... So then why is white guilt objectionable?
I think the statements in that were objectionable. To say...
No, you would wear that sticker with pride.
To say diversity is replacement and basically peddling this conspiracy theory about the Great Replacement Theory...
Do you know what the Great Replacement Theory was?
I just would not defend free speech.
Have you read René Camus?
With some far-right
Have you read it?
You don't believe
Have you read it?
How is he a far-right thug? What did he do that broke the law?
He was done for inciting racial hatred.
You've just called him a thug.
He is a far-right thug.
Darren?
This is your story,
Darren.
What did he do? He got done for inciting racial hatred.
Over stickers, which you haven't been able to prove actually do hold racial hatred or intent.
I trust the criminal justice system, and if the criminal justice system found this man guilty of inciting racial hatred,
you do not believe
then I agree with the criminal justice system.
Only your speech that you
that's not what I said. I said I agree with the criminal justice system.
That's exactly what you said, and I think you made your point.
I agree with the criminal justice system.
Darren,
Benjamin.
Why do you think he had a picture of Adolf Hitler in his house?
Because he's an awful man, and I find the Holocaust and everything associated with the Nazis to be absolutely abhorrent. But it's not illegal.
Well, that's very generous of you, Darren. Look, the truth is that in a legal system, the question they will be asking is, was there intent behind his printing and spreading of this propaganda in sticker form? And when he has a picture framed on his bedroom wall of Adolf Hitler, then I would say that clearly shows the intent behind his behaviour.
So hang on.
And that is why it must be criminal.
Labour want to actually make it illegal to misgender somebody. So if I have a poster in my house that says trans women aren't women, are you going to say I have the intent and that I've therefore broken the law? Is that the position that we're going to now find ourselves in?
If you then printed stickers and handed them out around the streets...
What, saying trans women aren't women? I will gladly do that. I'll give you one straight away.
And tried to confront trans women in the streets with those things, then I would say that should be hate speech.
What evidence do you have that he was confronting people on the streets?
Well, why do you think he was stickery?
For the same reason.
Actually, you've spoken a lot online. For the same reason
get your facts
that the
right,
people
Benjamin.
on the Palestine marches have been using those phrases, and they put posters and stickers everywhere. They want to spread their propaganda, their view. That's why he's doing it. He has an intent to spread racial division and racial hatred. This is a guy with Hitler on his wall, and I think it is a diabolical example to pick.
Yes.
I think actually that there are a load of people with really abhorrent views that are, dare I say, in the Labour Party who will be having posters and all the rest of it.
You demean yourself.
To really, really
you demean yourself when you compare people in Keir Starmer's Labour Party
had a little red book.
Hang on. Dawn Butler said Mao did more good than harm. Mao killed over 100 million people.